She let out a laugh, a sharp, mocking sound that echoed like I was just some childish phase she'd outgrown. "What are you going to do?" she asked, eyes still fixed on her phone, a smirk tugging at her lips. "Dump me?" Then, with a casual flick of her wrist, she tilted the screen toward me, just enough for the name to glare back. Ethan. Her ex. The same one she swore she hadn't contacted in years. The one she said meant nothing. There were hearts in the messages. A photo too, him, shirtless. Her reply underneath. "I miss you more than I should." The laugh died in her throat the moment I turned and walked toward the bedroom. I didn't slam the door. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't even look her way. I just pulled out a suitcase and headed for the closet. As I reached up and retrieved a sleek, metallic box from the top shelf, the one she always thought was full of tangled old charging cables, her expression faltered. Her smile cracked. "Wait, what are you doing?" Her voice trembled as she moved closer. But I was already sliding things into the suitcase. Not clothes, not shoes. Files. Flash drives. Printed documents. Her face began to drain of color as realization dawned. The pieces were falling into place. 5 years. That's how long we'd been together. We built everything side by side, the apartment, the joint savings, the wedding plans. I believed in commitment. I believed in her. She believed in control. The warning signs were always there. The way her smile tightened when I said her name, the passcode-protected phone, the new lingerie that never made an appearance for me. But love makes excuses. And trust? Trust is blind until it's bleeding. The first time I saw a message, it was an accident. She'd fallen asleep, and her phone lit up. I wasn't snooping. I wasn't even suspicious until the preview read, "I still remember how you smell." My stomach turned. I stayed up until the sun came up, combing through every message. She'd been reconnecting with him for months. I didn't shake her awake. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. Instead, I quietly backed up the messages, took screenshots, synced her iCloud to my old laptop while she showered the next morning. And then I waited 3 weeks of silence. I became a ghost in my own home, smiling when she smiled, lying beside her like nothing had shattered. But behind that quiet mask, I was watching, recording, logging every lie, every excuse, every meetup with Ethan. I had screenshots of hotel reservations, records of erased photos, and every deleted message, all secured and time-stamped. I wasn't packing to leave her. I was assembling a case. This wasn't about walking away. It was about making sure she felt every inch of betrayal she'd handed me. She thought I was naive, docile, predictable. But I wasn't raised to fall apart. I was raised to finish things. In those silent weeks, I learned more than just the depth of her deceit. I memorized her routines, her access codes, her tendencies. She had full access to our shared finances, but never knew I'd quietly moved the wedding savings into a private trust under my name. She flirted her way into co-owning part of my company. What she didn't know, I'd amended the contract months ago with a clause. If proof of infidelity ever surfaced, her stake would be immediately revoked. And now, I had the proof. Verified. Backed up in 3 separate locations. That night, as I zipped up the suitcase, it wasn't filled with clothes. It was filled with leverage, a drive for my attorney, another for the board, and a final copy for her boss, who, coincidentally, played poker at my place every other Friday. She stood in the doorway, trembling. "This isn't what you think," she whispered. I looked up slowly. "Don't," I said coldly. "Don't insult us both." She reached out as tears welled up, using the same tears she once weaponized. I shook my head. "A mistake is forgetting to lock the door. You had room keys and lingerie." Silence. I walked past her, dropped the apartment key on the counter. I didn't say goodbye. I didn't need to. What followed wasn't chaos. It was precision. Her company let her go within days. Moral conduct clause, potential PR damage. The board voted unanimously to remove her. She tried to contest it. She failed. Friends we shared saw the truth. The screenshots, the receipts, the betrayal. She tried spinning a narrative, claimed emotional neglect. But I had calendar entries, receipts for date nights, birthday surprises, all the effort she dismissed like dust. She attempted to go after the wedding fund. Too late. It had been safely tucked under my mother's maiden name weeks ago. And Ethan? He vanished. 2 weeks after the fallout, he left her. Said he didn't need the drama. Didn't want her at all. She called me once.
Blocked. Emailed me.
Ignored. Then she begged to meet.
Just to talk.
I replied with one line. There's nothing left to say. You already said it all to him. Now I live quietly.
Cleanly.
Not bitter. Just clear-eyed. Some think revenge is about explosions, shouting, broken glass. Mine was none of that. It was quiet.
Precise.
Complete. I don't believe in second chances. Not when the first was crushed under a smirk and a glowing phone screen. But I do believe in truth. And in consequences. So no, I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I didn't beg. I packed. And when she saw exactly what I was putting in that suitcase, she finally realized I wasn't the fool she thought I was. I was the reckoning she never imagined.